What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to our meditations on our most recent game of Star Wars Shatterpoint, Separatists against the Inquisitors. And oh boy, howdy, were those dice something else.
They were something.
Droid efficiency. That is,
Oh
I think
goodness,
that just sums it up, right? Droid efficiency.
I would love to, the amount of times where I'm just looking at all the things you're doing, like, man, am I missing something? Is there some sort of action economy I'm missing, some trigger I'm missing? But no, you're just that efficient, you're just that synergistic. It was wild to see.
That's okay. I kept looking at my own synergy going, it's like, no, this feels like cheating. I'm doing something wrong. Something's not happening right here. It's been a long time since I played droids. I forgot just how synergistic and efficient they can actually be.
Yeah.
Every single droid activation did massive work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Magnaguard had a single bad activation.
Oh, no.
The B1s, the worst activation for the B1s is, oh no, I go and take a point. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, that was the worst B1 activation. Kraken with one activation just sat on a point all game.
Yep.
Like, he scored me so many friggin' points. Kalani with his friggin' hand cannon, man.
Oh my goodness.
Grand Inquisitor and Fifth Brother just
brutal amounts of damage. You were doing way more attrition than I was, and
you're the attrition team. Yeah, like I was just hoping to like swamp the board and make you like really work for stuff, but like that's the other part of the story. Like Vader went down so fast.
Vader went down way faster than he had any right to. Grand Inquisitor got one tapped like immediately, which felt terrible.
It's because Kalani's hand cannon is broken.
Oh no,
I'm sorry. Why is his hand cannon that strong? Like
that's a gun.
Yeah.
That is certainly one of the expertise trees that you can have.
I'm sorry, 3 successes on 2 expertise. Like it's just, and he's already rolling 7 dice, usually 8, because there's usually another droid.
Oh yeah, he's rolling 8. There's no way Kalani's not in a position where he's benefiting from that, because you deploy him in such a way that he benefits everyone, and then he stays there. Like he's
And I mean, this list, like the sad thing is I really wanted Asajj to actually do some stuff on this one, and she continues to kind of just be a weak link. I feel like her damage output is just not there.
She doesn't quite hit it, and she requires a lot of force investment. Death and Dexterity sneakily being a 2 force ability most of the time, and then force push means she spends so much force.
Yeah, and I think a lot of her kit relies on getting that slip away to trigger, which I always forget about, for the record.
I haven't had like slip away or slip away like abilities happen once for me.
I've had it happen a couple times, mostly because I forget, though, right? Because there was a bunch of instances where I could have gotten slip away working in here and gotten into a better position, but she just, then she needs to draw her card, and because Vader just like one-tapped her, she didn't really do much. Dooku, though, like I was saying this off camera, Dooku is one of those characters. I don't think he's broken, but man, is he good.
Yeah.
Like you did not want to put the resources into dealing with Dooku.
No, it's kind of been my philosophy that Dooku will kind of do what Dooku does, and if I can use something like a force push or a force repulse to get you off of something, I will.
Yep.
But I feel like my efforts are better spent into things that aren't Dooku.
Which I think bear fruit in this one, because you did put a wound onto like Asajj, Kalani, the B1s, and the Magnaguard.
Yeah.
So you did wound a whole bunch of people, which is really kind of good. Kraken was just ignored, and Dooku you just never bothered with. And frankly, I was actually trying to gear up a fight between Dooku and Vader, and it just never happened.
I don't hate Vader going into Dooku. I think he has pretty solid odds. He can roll just a boatload of dice, but anyone else I don't like. I don't like chip into anything close to chip into Dooku feels bad.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you have some solid damage that you can put through with crits and everything like that, because Dooku's ability to basically just churn off hit results.
That's the thing, is even on Vader, if you go onto Vader's like full aggression side, he's getting crits on the expertise, and that's the only thing you want to go into Dooku, because you roll hits. No, you didn't. Yeah.
Like you can only turn off three hits, but considering that Dooku's also rolling 6 or 7 defense dice on top,
and he's turning off crits with his defense.
His strikes. Oh yeah, he's turning off at least 1 crit. Oh well, no, 2 crits.
He can turn off 2 crits. He can turn. He also has his blocks. Like he turns off 3 strikes, not counting the amount of strikes that he blocks.
Yeah, Dooku is he's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah,
is basically what it comes down to. And he's just he was my anchor. I threw him in the center of the board, and he just anchored it for me.
Yep.
Right. That's basically all he did. His first activation was kind of ho-hum. He just walked up, took a point, dragged the Magnaguard with him, but then he just... I mean, he did one attack this whole game, but it was... Yeah. No, and it comes back to just efficiency.
Brutal efficiency.
Man, Reva.
She didn't do terrible this game.
But that was by virtue of the dice, like, just saying, hey, you can have the priority point again.
Yeah, she really stood there and did nothing really well. She got Fifth Brother to do some fun stuff. She made an attack that was legal and rolled dice.
Reva continues to be disappointing.
Yeah, I usually bring her with the Inquisitors just to have more Inquisitors, but, like, she really doesn't benefit or help in any way.
Honestly, I feel like you could have thrown in the Stormtrooper Sergeant, and he probably would have done more.
Yeah.
Because he at least also has a decent ranged attack, right?
Yep.
And that's just, it's unfortunate. Third Sister needs some reworking.
She needs a lot. She needs a force push. Give her a force push. The model is pushing with the force.
Do something more interesting with her reactive ability that deals with conditions as well. Like, the fact that it gets rid of conditions really annoys me.
Yeah, Third Sister, Your Fear Betrays You is one of those abilities where, like, she might want to use it to finish someone off at low health, maybe.
But frankly, her attack tree isn't worth the extra dice either.
No.
Because, like, she caps out at 5. And she caps out at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. She caps out at 7 damage, 8 with an expertise.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. She needs work.
She needs something. I want her to be good. I want her to do things.
I do too. I feel like there's a lot of really cool stuff there, and maybe she'll get reworked in the future.
Yeah.
That'll be really nice. Obi-Wan, I continue to have to work around Obi-Wan.
Yes, it did. Making the mind trick more expensive early on was probably a really good play, but he did take a lot of work to go into.
I got lucky with that one.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, how everything kind of went down, like, I was able to take out Vader with the 2 Magnaguard, and then I was in a position where, you know, you had used all your force, so it's like, okay, well, I'd go into Obi-Wan now, and so I got lucky on that one. I wasn't expecting to actually wound Obi-Wan at all this game. I didn't actually think I was even going to be shooting Obi-Wan at all this game, but
your attrition was on point.
The dice. The weird thing is like Struggle 1, I used force so much, and then I just stopped using force.
Yeah.
I didn't use a force ever after Asajj's last activation. Is basically what ended up happening there. And it's because I kept getting my free tactical networks.
Yep.
And just droid efficiency.
Droid efficiency.
I think that's what sums up this game. Like, just totally droid efficiency.
Yeah.
But the ARF's going down very early as well.
Yeah, I was willing to pay for the coordinated fires early on, but, like, that plus Asajj's shove, or her push, sorry, just made them not relevant in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it was never really beneficial to activate them again, especially with where all the objectives were going.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, there's a world where if you were taking this point here, this guy back here maybe wants to go over and help with that. And if he wasn't pushed, maybe they can go over and do something about Kraken. Yeah. But no.
Oh, I'm going down early, yeah. Well, I will say this, at the very least, you had a strong Struggle 2.
Yes.
And Struggle 3, you did make a commendable effort
I tried my darndest.
Right? You made a very commendable effort to come back. And almost happened, but unfortunately, like, this interaction over here went a little bit better in my favor than I anticipated it would.
Yes.
And
again, there was a really, really close play with Obi-Wan where I was going to try and get Grand Inquisitor to come over here, punch the Magnaguards. And
we measured it out, and you're like a centimeter out.
Grand Inquisitor could not get onto that point by a centimeter, and it's...
Yeah, no, that was rough. That was
a little rough.
So, but that's the game sometimes, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We will see you next time. Happy wargaming.